Open Art Studio. You guys always see me wearing a black t-shirt. I guess I love black. Black is my favorite color. I got two colors that I love, red and black. That's my favorite color. Guys, before I start talking, please subscribe to my channel. Share it. Leave your comments. Um, give a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Be honest. Be truthful. Do not hide your feelings when you see my live streams or what I do. Be honest. Tell me if you like it or not. Tell me what I can do to change whatever I'm doing. Okay, guys, we are gonna do a little story time talk. We're gonna talk about figure painting and figure drawing. Because to be honest with you, let me put the thing off. When I went to Pratt Institute in Manhattan to learn to be an illustrator, I was more focused not on illustration because in the beginning when I signed up for Pratt Institute, I thought I was going to learn to do art, not illustration, to be an illustrator, but to be a full-time artist, to learn about art. I am a full-time artist. That's just how I make my living as a full-time artist. Okay? And I posted the new painting that I finished, the abstract painting titled Beginning Color. Is very beautiful. And then I had on the wall painting of women in the nude. Because the first thing when you go to an art school, no matter what kind of art school you go to in Paris or here in New York City or in Philadelphia, they're always gonna put a naked woman in front of your face, showing her boobs, her private part, her ass, whatever it may be that you have to draw. And this is how you learn how to draw the anatomy of the body. All famous, well-known artists done this. Even Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, all these famous people who paint and did art always did that. I didn't like the fact when that lady said, why did I have a woman with her boobs out? Now, come on, man. When you go outside, you look outside, you see these women half naked. You can say they are naked. They're not wearing anything. You can see their boobs. You can see their nipples. You can see the nipples pierced with something on the nipples of the breast. And people don't say shit, nothing about that. But when you see an artist that posts a naked woman on a canvas that he painted, they're already talking shit. They're already saying some negative shit thing about it. Excuse my French. And it really pisses me off because us artists, we look at the woman figure and the man figure as a form of art. It's that people got dirty minds, man. You gotta wash your mind. You gotta clean your mind out because it's in the gutter. People who do not understand about art, they do not appreciate art. They don't know anything about it. All they know is that when they see a naked picture, a painting of a naked woman or naked man, they think about porn. It's all about porn. Come on, man. We've been painting women for hundreds of years. And men, naked women. You know, this is beautiful. This is art. You know, it all depends how you look at it. And these people who talk like that, they don't know nothing about art. They know shit. But then you see them go outside, man. You know, when you see them go outside, you see the women wearing the shortest skirt that you can see the cheek of their butts. Wearing see-through blouses, you can see their nipples. They're not even wearing underwear, you know? So come on, man. Give us artists a break. Stop talking like that. Look at a painting, appreciate it, study it, read it, understand what is the story about this painting. That's the right thing about looking at art. And I took down the painting because I'd be posting my abstract painting. Look, I'm an abstract painter. Look, but I love painting, figure painting. All this is abstract. I took the painting down because I didn't want to hear people saying shit. This is the painting that I did, that I finished 2 days ago. In the bottom is another painting that I did, abstract. The painting was over here with the lady. So I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna take that painting down. People are not ready to see that. You know, those are people who do not understand anything about art. All they know is they got dirty, filthy minds. They don't have a straight understanding about art. I'm a landscape painter too. Look, I do landscape paintings too. Look at that. I also do landscape painting, but I am more of an abstract painter. I'm an abstract painter. That's what I do. But I love painting different types of art. See, all this is all abstract paintings on the wall. I even did a still life of the World Trade Center. Look at that. In realism. Come on, guys. And a still life painting over here. Look at that. And I didn't like that when that lady said that. She made me feel bad, you know. She made me feel like I did something wrong. And then you see these women out there in the summertime, half naked, man. You can say they're naked. I don't care. You can say they are totally naked, man. Totally naked. And then this lady got to talk that bull crap. You know? Okay, I like it. I want you to be honest. Okay, that's what I want. Honesty. I want you to be honest with me. Don't lie to me. Tell me what you think about my artwork. I appreciate that. But when somebody talk about why I got this woman hanging on the wall with her boobs out. She's an African American woman. She's a friend of mine. She came over here to my studio. She looked at all my art and said, oh, wow, you're an amazing artist. You're a professional artist. How long you been doing art? I told her I've been doing art since I was 11 years old. I'm now 67 years old, turning 68. So I think that's like 52 years of my life. I'm a professional artist. So when I look at a naked woman, I don't look at a naked woman like I want to have sex with her. I look at it as a form of art. When I'm painting, I love women. I adore women. I love women. They are beautiful. That's the most beautiful creation that Allah or God created. You know? So she said she was wearing a green dress. She's African American. I didn't know her nipples are pierced. So she came and I said to her, okay, I want you to do a portrait of me. And then I said, okay, I agreed. And she put her hands, she took the thing down. She said, you want me to get complete? I said, no, just put the dress down. And then I told her to put her hand like this, and I took a picture of her. Because I'm not going to have her sitting there all day, 2 or 3 hours in that form of position. So I took a picture, and then I did the portrait. And then when she came back in 2 or 3 days, she saw the painting. She said she was amazed, and she loved it so much. The painting, I have it hung right there on the wall. But I took it down, and I put it away, facing the other way, because you get a lot of ignorant people that don't appreciate art at all. You know, they just like to talk shit. You know, and that's what I didn't like about that. You know, I went to the museum. I saw the painting of this famous artist that painted the lady laying down. You can see her pubic hair, and you can even see the vagina. And I mean, in that time, people were shocked, but people look at it. It's in the museum that millions and trillions of people have seen this painting. And I bet you have seen it too on YouTube channels, art channels. So, guys, come on, man. Stop it. Stop that. I mean, really go. I'm going to take you guys with me because the weather's getting nice, okay? I'm going to take you guys to the galleries, to the museums. I think they have in Florida, I'm not too sure, or maybe Los Angeles, they have a gallery that's strictly erotic paintings. You see sculptures of penises, vaginas, paintings of erotic women with their legs spread out, all these. People love that. They love that type of art. It's beautiful. Art is beautiful. It all depends how you look at it. You know, so yeah, that was the story time, man. that I wanted to say. Also, I want to say to everybody, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for liking those videos, short music videos that I've been doing. I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, man, I like that. This says something in the bottom says add a, let me see. Oh, it took it right off. All right. So yeah, man. I really appreciate that a whole lot. Right here, I'm sitting down here looking at the news. You know, now I'm thinking about, I'm going to call a friend of mine, a lady that I know. She has an amazing figure, a friend of mine, has been I know her for many years, to come and model for me. I have an idea of doing a abstract painting of her in the nude, but in this type of form. I'm going to show you. That's going to be amazing. I can see it in my mind already, how I want her to pose. It's gonna look abstract, colorful, but in the nude, in the form of abstract. It's gonna look really, really amazing. Yo, this weather is crazy, man. Yesterday, the temperature went up to 84 degrees. Yesterday, it was sunny, beautiful. I went out with shorts and a t-shirt outside to do a little shopping. And now today, look at this. Out there, it is cloudy. You cannot see the Center City buildings at all. It is like 40 degrees right now here in Philadelphia. This is crazy weather, man. You know, yesterday was summertime. It didn't jump to spring. It jumped from right directly from winter to summer. We don't have no more, I was at 4 seasons, whatever. We don't got that no more. And now it bounced right back to winter right now. It's cold right now outside. I have to turn on the heater right here to cool myself down. It's crazy right here in Philadelphia. Well, it depends on the area you at. The temperature. Yeah. Hi there. How are you, my friend? How are you? 879. How you doing, everybody? Yeah, so yeah, guys, man, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I love art. I love women. I can't help it. I love women. Women, especially curvy women. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, this lady I'm gonna invite over here, she is curvy. She is, I mean, she has a flat stomach, but she got an amazing dunk in the back. You know, I mean, she's beautiful. You know, she's very sexy, very beautiful lady. I respect her, and she respects me. She knows I'm a professional artist. You know that I'm not gonna do any crazy things. You know, so yeah, man. This is. Let me see this. Let me view this message right here. Yes, naked girls is porn, brother. There was no Pornhub and 2000 BC. Let me see. I don't know about that. We're not talking about porn. We're talking about figure painting and figure drawing of these famous um, professional artists that painted women in the nude. Now, if you don't want to look at naked women, don't look. It's your eyes. You can turn your face away. You know, you don't have to look at it. It's like I said, people got dirty minds. So their minds are not correct up here. They're sick. Us artists, we love to paint the figure of the women. And then we don't know in 2000 BC anything about that. We didn't live that era, so we don't know what they did in those days. You know, we don't know anything about that. But yeah, to each his own, right? Who cares? I don't care what people say. I continue doing my art. I am gonna die as an artist. My religion is my art. You know, I believe in God. God gave me a gift to create, which is art, and that's what I do. You know, that's what I do, man. That's the thing I do. Yeah. So yeah, man. And if you don't like art, then if you don't want to look at no naked women, you don't have to look at her. You know what I mean, my friends? Yeah, man. This summer you're gonna see a lot of naked women anyway. You're gonna see them walking around. This summer it's gonna be super hot. They're gonna have their ass cheeks out, the titties out, all crazy stuff out there, man. So, yeah, that's how it is. So, guys, I want to say, man, thank you so much. What is this? My grandma is 2 years gone today. Oh, man, sorry to hear that. I miss her so much. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. May she rest in peace, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. We all destined to that. We all that's one thing that God did promise us. It don't matter what age you be, old, young, a baby, infant, whatever it may be, death is promised to us because that's what God promised us. So let's try to make our lives humble. Let's be better. Let's treat people nice. Stop being mean to people or acting like you better than them. Nobody ain't better in this world. Nobody's not perfect in this world. Love each other, man. Show your love. Stop hating because this life is short. Today we here and tomorrow is never promised. I cannot guarantee to you or anybody that I might wake up tomorrow. Thank God I woke up today to see another day, to see my family, to see my friends, to continue to do my art. It's a blessing to wake up, you know. So be thankful for that, man, because we all heading there. It's written in our foreheads. The day before, the day that we was born, the angel came and wrote our future, how it's gonna be. And the day that you will be, the day that you will die, how will you will die, you know. If I pass away, I want it to be a good death, not a horrible death, you know. So we all destined there. We all have to have faith in God. You know, I believe in God. I'm a very, very religious person. You know, I don't show it like that. You know, I'm not a fanatic, but I do believe in God, and God do see everything. I thank God that He gave me a gift to create. You know, I'm dyslexia too. I have dyslexia. When I was 11 years old, when I was young, I wasn't good in school. I couldn't even know how to read. I didn't know how to read, write. I had a learning disability. I was born like that. But then, I mean, God blessed me with a gift to paint. I mean, when I was 11 years old, 10 years old, I was already drawing. I was drawing. I didn't draw like a little kid. My family was Catholic. They had Catholic pictures of Jesus and Mary, crucifixion and stuff. I used to take the pictures down, and I used to take a piece of paper drawing with a pencil and draw, copy by looking at it, copying it. My family was amazed when they see that, but my parents weren't the type of people that encourage you that you have a gift, a talent, because they had their own issues, you know. My father was an alcoholic, an abusive person, you know, and I was abused physically, mentally, you know, when I was a child. And my only escape was to do that, to do drawings. I escaped into doing drawing away from that dark time. You know, they passed away years ago. My parents, when I was already married, had kids and everything. They didn't even got a chance to see my kids. They didn't even want to see my kids. You believe that shit? I forgave them for that, you know. But you know, everything happens for a reason. So you know, I had to learn I had to learn how to read and write. I'm dyslexia, and there are certain things that I cannot spell or even write, but I can read. You know, not like a high reading level. I think I can read like a level of a 9-year-old, of a ninth grade level, or 12th grade level. I can read, but not cannot read and write perfectly, but I do understand. But I have a gift, a talent, which is my art. So I create art. I'm an artist, and I thank God for that. I mean, I can write a check, I can read a contract or anything, but I'm not. What's that? I'm not learned like that. You have a lot of famous people who are also dyslexia. Will Smith is dyslexia. Albert Einstein was dyslexia. And look how a genius he was, you know, intelligent and stuff like that. So God gives us a gift. He gave me a gift to be an artist. Maybe way back in existence I was an artist. Who knows? You know? And I was reincarnated back onto this earth. We don't know. Yeah, so I just wanted to do that little story time about the painting that I did. I'm not gonna apologize to anybody who ever saw the woman with her breast out, her breast was pierced. I'm not gonna apologize for something that I created. A woman who modeled for me. She didn't act that way when she saw my other naked pictures of other women. She loved them because she knows about art. She's an intelligent woman. I think art is for people who understands, who know how to read an abstract painting, who know how to read a painting. It's not only beautiful, but it has a meaning and a significance. I even title my work. All my work, I title my work. All of them have titles, So, yeah, I just wanted to say that, guys. So I want to say to everybody, thank you for coming over. I appreciate you a lot. And please subscribe, give a like, share the videos, leave your comments, be honest and truthful. Even though if it hurt my feelings, please, always be open and honest. I like honesty. I don't like people to fake, make a fake thing and say, oh, this and that. I want you guys to always be honest with me. And I want to say I love you all. Be safe, take care, and God bless you all. And I'll see you next time.